So my name is Tim. I've been in wholesaling real estate for the last 4 years. I was working a 9 to 5. Well, let me back up. I digress. I was working 80 hours a week at times. Okay. I was working 60 hours on average, probably a week at least. Okay. Throughout my entire career. I was in the warehouse industry for almost 15 years. I got sick and tired of that shit. I was done working for somebody else, making somebody else a millionaire, not seeing my kids, not seeing my wife, not being able to do the things I want. I was tired of working weekends and holidays and overtime and all that extra bullshit. So if you can relate to that, tap the damn screen and like and follow somebody. Tim, I found a distressed house, but it has a real estate agent. Then move on. If the real estate, I mean, you can work with it, but I don't work with realtors, so that's up to you. Now, Corpus Christi, what's up? So I was tired of doing that, man. And so I decided that I was going to look into a different industry, different way of, don't forget about the poll. Where's the poll at? Well, I know, but I can't see it. Is there a percentage on there?
Yeah, 71% for 12 p.m., 28% for different times.
Does it show how many people voted?
No.
So 78%, 71%, 71% people say that this Zoom should stay at 12 o'clock. Damn it, did I mute myself? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So 78% said that we should stay at 12 o'clock. And 29%?
28%.
How's it 28? That math doesn't add up.
Okay, apologies. Oh, now it's 73.17% say 12 p.m.
73.17% say to stay at this time. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that's 12 o'clock is the hitter. So now I need you guys to jump the hell on. Okay. So if you guys are not here at 12 o'clock, there's a problem. Okay. So we need to get more action. We need to share this. We need to get more people on here. So anyway, back to it. So I was tired of working that job. I was tired of working all these jobs that I was in warehouses and all this other shit. Okay. Welcome from Eugene, Oregon. Welcome. I wanted to get into real estate. I wanted to flip houses, and it just wasn't. It wasn't in the cards. I didn't have enough money. So I had bought a course on how to flip houses, right, from a dude out in Illinois, and it was $1,000. Great content, great dude. It was all videos, modules, scripts, like everybody else gives, right? Bullshit mentor, right? How you gonna mentor somebody from a video that you made 2 years ago? How are you gonna mentor somebody from a bunch of pages that you made? How can you mentor somebody if you're not here talking to them? If you're not communicating with them every day? I don't need the idea of a vague property that you made up 10 years ago. I need to help with 123 Main Street that I'm working with right now, right? Because every single deal is different. And that's the problem with all of these damn gurus who are out here is the bullshit that they give. And that was the problem for me. But I got this mentorship. I got this program, and I paid $1,000 for it. And it was good information because I was brand new and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I found very quickly that I didn't have enough money to start flipping houses. I need to get charger. I asked you for a charger. Damn it.
Here.
Hurry.
Just use my phone.
I don't want to use your phone.
Huh.
Anyway, so my phone died, so now the live's gone. That sucks. So I decided that I was going to look into flipping houses, right? And I didn't have enough money, so can you don't go on there because then people are not gonna get the chargers. So what I decided was I was gonna look into a small portion of what they had, which was wholesaling real estate. And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, maybe that's something that I can do, right? And so I got some more information on it, and I continued to get information on it. And then I was just like stuck in this analysis paralysis stage. Okay. And that's where majority of us get stuck because we don't know exactly what the hell to do or how to do it. And so we just want to keep learning. And we feel like that's the point. A year and a half later, you guys can hear me, right? Okay. A year and a half later, I finally freaking said, you know what? Enough is enough. And I was done. So I talked to my wife. We prayed on it. I took some time and I was like, you know what? Screw it. and I quit my job. So I quit my 9 to 5 and I said, I'm going to go all in. And that's what I did. So it took us 4 months to close our first deal. That shit sucked. It was the longest 4 months ever because we made mistake after mistake and it was no fun. But then eventually I found that, sorry, hang on, I'm getting on TikTok. I found that there was other way, but in the process of closing that deal, I learned a lot of what not to do, what to do, and what people I could and couldn't trust. And so I closed the first deal. We made 10 grand. Okay. Being that we were, scraping and clawing by in that process of closing that deal, we had so much built up debt that 10 grand barely got us afloat. And so what happened was I had to figure out another way to do it. And so I met a guy named Paul McComas on TikTok. Rest in peace to Paul. He passed away August 30th of last year. So if you guys don't know who Paul McComas is, big guy, beard, curly hair, the GOAT, man. He was the GOAT of wholesaling. He was the GOAT of the $0 marketing method. He was the GOAT of helping people. And I quickly realized like this dude was legit. So mind you, I had jumped into other courses. Like I paid $4,000 for one course, $1,000 for another one, $1,000 for another one. And then finally I found Paul and I joined into their mentorship, a couple $1,000s more. And so, so mind you, I've spent a lot of money and tons of hours in this. Okay. I've learned a lot of shit from a lot of different people, being in so many different courses, listening to so many different people, you learn a lot. And so what happened was I started working with Paul and quickly gained a lot of knowledge on how to do this stuff without having to spend a boatload of money, which is what I was doing. And within 6 weeks, we closed on 4 properties and made over 40 grand. And Paul helped us, get that deal done. And so we made 40 grand. And now we're like, well, holy shit, this is a whole different ball game, right? Because now we were up. So when I started working with Paul, we closed these deals. We started continuing to close deals. Long story short, when Paul passed away, I had to figure out what the hell I was going to do because he was my mentor. Right. And so now I'm just like, okay, well, what am I going to do moving forward? Because this dude is basically living the life I want. And now I'm pretty much lost. So I took like a month off and just kind of gathered my thoughts and stuff like that. I contacted his wife, Roxy, and was like, hey, are you cool with me, continuing what Paul was doing? And she's like, go for it. And so I was like, sweet. So I made a video. It gained like, over 1 million followers or 1 million views. And it kind of bounced from there, man. And, I had a lot of people book calls. I was like, there's no way that I can handle taking 500 calls. So I decided I was going to do the Zoom. Okay. And that's where this Zoom was born. So we've been doing it for a while. We've had multiple people closing deals. I've got a lot of people in our programs. All this stuff is free. All the Zoom, the information I give, everything is free. Our videos are free. YouTube's free. It's all content that helps you close deals. We've had people close deals with the content, but we also offer one-on-one and stuff like that. Okay. It depends on what you're looking at doing. If your finances make sense for you to get a mentor, then get a mentor. If it ain't me and you don't like my style, then get the hell off. It doesn't bother me. Okay. I want to be able to help people. And, if that means that some people need their quote unquote handheld, then, we're here for you. But it's up to you guys. Okay. Nobody's going to push, persuade, or convince you to do anything you don't want to do. If you don't have finances, then just keep jumping on these Zooms, man. But don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Okay. That's the thing I don't want you guys to do. Do I have any books I recommend reading? What is the topic on? What are you struggling with? What up, Reckless? What's up, man? How would you recommend for me to get started? Join my Zoom, man. If you guys don't know, this Zoom is free, bro. The Zoom's right here. Okay. Go to the link in my bio and check it out. Now, so when we started doing this Zoom, there was a lot of people that were asking, a lot of questions about, the 5 things that you don't need, which I say the 5 things you don't need, right? Money, you don't need credit, you don't need a license, you don't need an LLC, and you don't need experience. And that's what a lot of people tell you, right? It takes money to make money. No, when you get to a certain point, you can put money in to make more money, but it does not take money to make money. Like you can make a lot of money doing this, and you don't have to put money up front if you don't have it. And that's what I want to teach you guys is how to start making money and not having to spend a boatload of money to do it. Right now, if you want to continue to make money and you want to grow, yeah, put money back into yourself. But don't think that you can't do this if you don't have finances. Okay. So wholesaling in itself is 100% legal. Okay, you can do it in all 50 states. Okay, you have an inspection time where you can either get the property assigned to somebody, or you can go back and renegotiate to get the number changed, or you can back out of the contract. Okay, and that's just the way that it works. We don't want you guys backing out of contracts. Okay, that's the very last thing that you want to do. Okay, so but it is there, so you're not going to get stuck with the property. You're not going to have to buy it. You don't use any money. Okay, if there is a little bit of money that you have to put down as an EMD, it's $10 to $110, somewhere in there. Okay, and you don't have to do that. There are ways to do it without that. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is not multi-level marketing. It's not a scam. It's some bullshit. It is real estate. Okay. And our program is, one-on-one, depending on what you choose. And if you are unsatisfied with what I'm doing in our wholesaling mentorship or a program or whatever, I'm live every day. I'm on a Zoom every day. Call me out. I tell everybody the same shit. If you guys don't like what I'm doing and you guys think that I'm gonna bullshit and take your money, first of all, I'm not in this for the money. I don't need your money. I'm not in it for the money. So don't even think that shit. If you want to say that shit, then go ahead and get off. Second of all, I'm on here live every day. So if there's people in here right now that are in our program. Okay. So if you think that it's bullshit, call me out. No? All right, cool. So that just goes to show you right there that nobody's bullshitting you. Okay. So what we talk about is the biggest thing for you guys to understand is the mind. Okay, the mindset is everything when it comes to this. Okay, wholesaling is not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. I appreciate the love, Dante. If you guys need to understand what we're doing, basically we are assigning a property. So we are helping distressed property owners sell their property without having to put it on the market, without having to fix it up, without having to have people running in and out of their house or use a realtor or pay closing costs and all that shit. Okay, what we're doing is we get this property, we evaluate it with the seller, we get it under contract for numbers that make sense. When we have that property under contract, we take it to the title company. Title company will clear the property, allowing us to be able to market it. Okay. Once we market that to a cash investor, the cash investor will agree. They'll agree on terms, whatever that number is, and they'll sign the closing documents. Okay. So they'll close on it. When they close on it, they'll wire the funds over to the title company, and the title company will disperse funds from there. Okay. So if you get a property under contract for $100,000 and you market it for $110,000 and the buyer agrees to it, they're going to send $110,000 to your title company. Okay. Your title company is going to send $100,000 to the seller. They're going to send the deed to the property owner or the new property owner. And that $10,000 that's in the middle goes to you. That is your assignment fee. Okay. It could be $1,000. It could be $100,000. The smallest deal we've ever done, $5,000. The biggest deal we've ever done, $185,000. Okay. So it varies depending on what the property is and where you're going from there. Yeah, Zach, that's correct. So it just depends on the properties. Okay. So if you don't understand that, I don't know how else to simplify it. It's basically buy low, sell high. We just don't use any money. So we sign low, we sell high. We're putting it under contract. Okay. And a lot of people are like, well, that's not possible. You can't do that. How can you do that? Blah, blah, blah. Dude, it's been around since the 60s. Okay. There's plenty of people that have been doing this shit for a long time in every damn state. Y'all just haven't heard of it because most realtors don't even know what the hell wholesaling real estate is. Believe it or not, it's crazy, right? And they honestly, they get mad at a lot of wholesalers because, Wholesalers are out here getting it, and it's a tough task right now for realtors. So realtors, if you're out there and you want to learn how to wholesale, let me know, bro, because wholesaling is another stream of income that realtors can really benefit off of. Okay, and if you have a real estate license, kudos, more power to you, because you have access to the MLS, you know how to run comps. What time is my meeting with Ty?
6.
Okay, so I'm meeting with a realtor tonight to do a little brief interview, so you guys can kind of see from a realtor's perspective. She's wholesale friendly. Okay, she likes realtors, or she likes wholesalers. She's a wholesaler herself, so she's good people. Now, when you get the concept and understanding of what wholesaling is, you need to figure out if this is right for you, right? And that's why I said your mindset. Okay. There was a realtor firing off at a lot of us in this one group I'm in. Yeah, and the thing is because there's a lot of shitty wholesalers out there. Okay. And that realtor is probably right. He probably came across a bunch of shitty people. That's why I tell you guys, if you guys are out there wholesaling, you don't know what you're doing, stop wholesaling. Okay, you need to stop. I didn't say quit. I'm saying stop and get information, get understanding, get guidance, know how to run your numbers, know how to do repair costs, know how to, comp properties. Like, you need to know what the hell you're doing before you just jump out there and start, feeling like you're just going to start making all this money. If you chase money, you will create a lot of problems. If you chase problems, you will create a lot of money. Okay, it's that simple. So look for problems to solve and people to help, and you'll be fine. Okay. Can I sell it without a realtor? Yes, that's what we're talking about, wholesaling real estate. So the mindset is everything. If you guys don't have your mind right, you're not going to get far. And that's with anything in life. Okay. You gotta have the right mentality to do anything. You gotta be motivated. You gotta be consistent. That's the biggest thing in wholesaling. And with anything is you gotta be consistent. That's how I feel at the moment. I'm holding, wish I could do it mad fast, but couldn't. Yeah, you can't. The thing is, you start doing shit fast, you're gonna screw yourself up. Keep in mind, every deal is different. No buyer, no seller, no contract, the money, because the numbers and everything, they're all different. None of them are the same. You got tax liens, pre-foreclosures, flood properties, fire properties, tired landlords, vacants, mobile homes, townhouses, land, lots, you name it, bro. That's just 10. Like, there's a shit ton of distressed property. People that are getting divorced, probates, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot. There's a lot of opportunity out there for you guys to help somebody. Okay. And I'm going over D Mays. I'm going over all this shit right now on my Zoom, brother. So jump in. If you can't, then watch the recording on our YouTube. So when you get an understanding of this, your mindset is in the right spot. Now you're ready to start, getting an understanding of your finances and your availability. Okay, because that's what's important. If you don't have the finances, you're fine. Okay, you can still do this. Okay, don't be scared away. Don't think, oh, it's money, I need money. No. Okay, if you don't have the finances, we're going to talk about some different ways, strategies that you can do this stuff for free. FYI, my wife's on here as well, and Gracia is over here answering questions. Sorry, I kind of jumped into stuff pretty fast, but she's over here answering questions. Also, Shane Wright is up here. He's an advocate for the company. So Shane, he partnered with us a couple weeks ago, and he is now, doing his thing out there on social media. Follow them both on TikTok, Ingracia at Ingracia A. She can put it in the chat. Also, Shane Wright 838. Follow them on TikTok. And you guys ask questions if you guys need it, whether that's on the live or on the Zoom. Ask questions in the chat. Other than that, I'm going to be going, head first. Okay. So if you don't realize it by now, I'm an action taking person. Okay. I do not like waiting around for bullshit. I don't like waiting, and I don't care. Bro, if you got excuses, first of all, like, it's bullshit. Second of all, don't come at me with no excuses, please. I'm gonna ask you right now. I'm not gonna be nice. I'm not the person. I promise you that. My 5-year-old daughter tells me that she can't do something, and I get irritated with it. I'm like, Sienna, you can. Stop saying you can't and try to figure it out, or ask for help. Okay? Stop saying you can't. That goes for all of you grown-ass adults out there too. Yeah, you're saying the same shit a 5-year-old says. Okay? So stop making excuses and figure the shit out. And if you can't figure it out, then ask somebody for help, bro. I mean, shit, we're here every day. Any books you recommend? I mean, there's some books right here. Dude, it depends on what you're looking at doing. I mean, if you, anyway, so yeah, there has to be a topic, bro. So when you get your finances and your availability in order, okay, meaning like if you can time block, or if you know when you can market, or you know when you have the time to do follow-ups and shit like that. When you know what that is, then you are able to start, the process of wholesaling. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your market. I want to know, where am I going to market? Okay, is it going to be in this area, like within a mile radius of my house? Is it going to be on the outskirts, 30 minutes away? Is it going to be, in another state, whatever? Because you can do this virtually. Okay, you need an LLC out there, but you can do this, or you can work with somebody in JV, joint venture, with them out of state. Okay, so there's different ways of doing this stuff, but let's keep it basic. Okay, so you want to know, I recommend that most people do it in their backyard, right? And the reason being is because chances are you're more familiar with that, you're more comfortable with that. There's more options for you to be able to wholesale in that area. Emmanuel's over here showing off how he's driving for dollars. I see you. So, but yeah, so that's the thing. You guys want to be, you want to know where your market is, because that's where you're going to be for a while. Okay, you do not want to jump markets. Okay, it's never your market. And I don't care if you're in a town with 5,000 people or less. Okay, I've wholesaled properties in a town of 1,800 people. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're in a big ass area where there's, if you're in Dallas and there's a ton of people, then yeah, your energy is off. Feel like you're just trying to sell your course. That's a hell of a billionaire mindset. Fucking loser. Anyway, so, it doesn't make sense. What do you mean my energy's off? Motherfucker, you ain't been on here. You need to get real, bro. So when you understand, as I'm giving away free information, right? People are clowns, bro. So when you identify your market, you're gonna be there for a while. So don't feel like you need to jump all over the place, okay? Because it's not gonna, it's not your market, okay? It's the strategy you have. You need to make adjustments, okay? I love your energy. I appreciate you. You got to make adjustments, man. Not everything is gonna work right the very first time, okay? There's different ways that you can do things, and we'll go over that in a second. But you have to be able to make adjustments and understand that you got to be headstrong, over mindset, okay? Because if you're gonna get skittish, and you're gonna get upset because you haven't found a deal and you've called 6 people in the last week, bro, you got to put in more effort. You know what I'm saying? And there's, and if you can't find the motivation, like we were talking about earlier, man, get with somebody, okay? Get with somebody that's motivated. Get with somebody that, can help motivate you, and go from there. But jump on these Zooms every day, 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. It's free, bro. Get motivated off of here. If you can't get motivated off of here, I got nothing for you, okay? Because this is the spot right here. This is where everybody should be at 12 o'clock. Whether you're on lunch, or you're on break, or you're working, or you're on a forklift. No, don't do it on a forklift. But you know what I'm saying? You guys should be listening in. Norman's over here, you know what I'm saying? Driving, probably coming home from the gym, listening in. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. Javier's out here driving, listening in. Emmanuel's out there driving for dollars, listening in, man. Just get some information. Stay motivated. Know that there's people out here that are trying to help you guys. You know what I'm saying? Look at Diesel out here. Every day I'm on while I'm working. Take action. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if you have any questions. Let's get it. Dude, what if she did, though? She's at chemo daily, listening to this. What's your fucking excuse? Okay? That's real. Like that should hit you like a ton of bricks. Stop making excuses. So getting your market is, finding your market, identifying your market is a big deal. You want shitty houses in a nice area, or the like. So you want nice houses in a shitty area, right? Because that means that there's growth there. Okay, if you can't find an area that has both, you need to go further out, or you need to look in a different area. And I'd love to go in detail and depth on that, but there's just, we can do this all day. Okay, so finding your market is the first thing you want to do. If you don't understand thoroughly, then get some more information on you know, how to identify your market. If you're in Texas, don't go nowhere. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. You're in a good market. Okay. And a lot of other states that are out there, you guys are fine. Okay. Don't think just because I said Texas, you got to come to Texas. Okay. But you want to make sure that your market is growing, right? Is on the rise. You can't just go into a market that's all shitty properties, like, you know, and I don't mean to be, you know, negative, but like in Memphis, there's a lot of shitty properties. Then there's not really that much growth. Okay, so you got to look in different areas around there. And so, you know, in different areas, you got to be careful, because you could get a property under contract and not find a buyer because of the location. Okay, real estate is just location. It's just the locations of the properties. Okay, that's all real estate is, land. Okay, so anyway, your market, or where your market is very important. Okay, once you have your market, you can get your scripts and your contracts at Demir.com. Go to the link in my bio. They're free. Check them out. Go get them. And you know, they're simple contracts. They're in there. If you need help with understanding them, you can schedule a call and we can do a one-on-one. And we can help you out with understanding that shit. But the contracts and the scripts are in there. Okay, so just go there. All you gotta do is go to Demir.com. The link in my bio. That simple. You're welcome. Okay. As far as the next step, how am I going to market? Right. And let me tell you this. Hang on, let's pause. Let's go back. Your script. Okay. Your script is very important, because your script is not necessarily a script. It's not a script. It's a guide. Okay. It's a guide. So this right here is my guide and or script on a video I made. Okay. And what it does is it gives me the direction. It guides me where I need to be during this time of this conversation, right? Your script is not the conversation. It's just keeping you on point, so that way you are maximizing your opportunity and not wasting time, right? You're getting your point across. You're getting the information you need. It's just a discovery stage, right? That's all your script is. You're asking questions and discovering what is going on with this property, right? And in that script, you should be asking for the condition, the motivation, the timeline, and the price. You need to know what is going on with this property. Okay, what do I need to know about this property that's going to make it beneficial for me to get it under contract to be able to help people, right? Because your sellers need help. Distressed property owners need your help. Buyers need your help. Why? Because they need somewhere to put their money. Okay, they want to invest their money into real estate because they can use a 1031 exchange, roll it into there, and not have to pay taxes on the capital gains, right? And that's what it grows their wealth. Now, a seller, you know, whatever the situation is, they need to sell the property for whatever reason. They just need it gone now. Okay, we're trading speed and convenience for their equity. Okay, we're helping people, and you guys got to get through your head. Get it through your head. You're helping people. Okay, if you're trying to make as much money as you can to maximize your profit, and I don't care how low I go on their price, if they don't want it, then screw them. And you're trying to make $100 grand on a $120,000 house, first of all, get the hell out of here, because this ain't the place for you. Because I'll never help you do that, ever. Okay, if you're on the live and you're trying to make and you're trying to make as much money as you can and burn people and take advantage of people, then just get the hell out of here, bro. Because I'm not going to teach nobody how to do some shit like that. Okay. And I don't want to see it. So when you guys have to understand what your script is there to help guide you on what you need to be saying and what questions you need to ask. Okay. So that's very important. Also, your contract, understand what the hell your contract says. Okay. It protects you. You need to know what that is. You need to know what your contract says, because if you get into bed with somebody like a realtor who has a contract and they're like, oh, just go ahead and use ours. And you're like, oh, okay, that's fine. You'll work with me. And then all of a sudden that seller backs out or sees that you're trying to wholesale their property, you can get sued. Okay, you can. Yeah. So know your contract. Your contract protects you. Okay, you don't own the property. You have the rights to the equitable interest. Okay, so you have the right to be able to assign it to somebody based on the wording that's in your contract. You have 30, 45, 60 days, whatever you put in there. You have an inspection period. There's a clause that says you have the option to buy or assigned to. Okay, so make sure that you guys know what the hell your contract says. And if you guys want, like I said, book a one-on-one, dude, and we can, you know what I'm saying, we can help you out with going over that. Raul, text us. Shane, what's up?
I was gonna say, with getting to know your contract, right? I was reviewing a Zoom meeting last night where you guys were going over a contract with one of our students, and it was a long meeting, and the contract was up on the share your screen for a really long time, and you're going over where to sign and everything. It was up there so long, I started reading the contract, and because I'm just trying to see how the teaching's going, and I'm reading the contract, all of a sudden I'm really familiar with the contract. And so when Tim's telling you all to get familiar with the contract, note it says, read that motherfucker. Read it over and over and over and over again. And if there's something in that contract that you don't understand, ask questions, figure it out. Because if you know that contract in and out, like you know the back of your hand, then you're not going to run into any troubles with it, because what's going to happen is sometimes you're going to get a seller that's going to sign that contract and they're going to be like, oh, what does it mean right here? And if you don't know, guess what? You just lost your deal. They're going to go somewhere else. So read it over and over and over again so your eyes are bleeding.
Yep. And that's true. So you know, we want you guys to make sure that you guys are doing this stuff. It is legal. It's perfectly legal. We just want to make sure that you guys understand the legalities of it. Okay. Raul, what's up, brother? You're on mute. He's not on mute. How come I can't hear him? Oh, it's because his headphones are plugged in, probably. See, God's telling you, you should just be texting him. It's the Lord. Don't run from the Lord. What? Yeah, I can't hear you, bro. Just text us with whatever it is. And then, or if you can get back on here or something later. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, all right, y'all. So your contract and your script, super important. Okay. Now, as we go into that, identifying how you're going to market. Okay. How you're going to market is important, because that's what goes back to your availability and your finances. If you don't have the finances to invest in yourself, you got to figure out how to do this shit for free. Okay. And there's 4 ways of marketing for free. So if you guys aren't taking notes, you should be. See the word above my head that says free? Let's go, man. Ain't nobody bullshitting you. We're on a Zoom right now. Look at Brad's out there taking notes, boy. He been on here every day. That's why he's going to close the deal. Sarah been on here every day. That's why she already closed her first deal. Leanne's on here about to close on her first deal. Is she on here? She ain't on here. She's about to close on her first deal. Is Dylan on here? Dylan's on here. He closed his first deal. I'm talking like, dude, you guys, this it's 100% possible. We give you guys the game plan. You guys just got to go execute. You know what I'm saying? Like the Niners did on the Cowboys last weekend. It's that simple, bro. Brad, I can't wait till you see that video. Anyway, so that's what I'm saying. Look at everybody's quiet. I love it. Let's go. All them Cowboy fans out there hating. I want in the Zoom. Get in. Let's get it. So you got to get out there and you got to take action. You got to execute, okay? And not like that last play that the Cowboys did. That's not executing. That's just some crazy, stupid shit. All right, anyway, back to it. So once you look at things and you're like, okay, I know how I want to market, okay? Or I know where I'm going to market. This is what you're going to do, okay? You can either door knock, okay? You can try to look at chill. You can door knock. You can drive for dollars. You can use social media, or you can use realtors, okay? You can connect with realtors and do it through there. Now, when you're door knocking, okay, you're just reading your script over. Obviously, you don't want to be holding your script right here talking to somebody on the damn, in person, but you want to know what your script is going to say so that way you have a good understanding of what you're doing. If you want, record yourself reading your script, record or do it in the mirror, or role practice with somebody. That's all the stuff that we teach it. I mean, we do that stuff in our programs, man. We help you guys get an understanding of what your script should look like, so that way you have a good foundation. Okay, what's up, Austin? You guys tap the screen if you guys are liking what you're hearing and you love getting free information and you want to be a millionaire and you want to create financial freedom for yourself and your family. Let's go.
Did you just say do it in the mirror?
What?
Did you just say do it in the mirror?
Do it in the mirror, boy. Hey, if you guys don't know, Demir is our company, okay? It's redeemed spelled backwards, and the last D is silent, like it's French, okay? So anyway, So Jonathan Rizzo, man, you're scaring me, bro. You're scaring me. You're very still. I want to make sure that I'm not sitting in front. Are you a realtor or something? Just sitting back observing and drinking in the knowledge. I love it, man. You guys, so when you guys start door knocking, okay, if there's a no soliciting sign, don't go there, okay? And now if it's a shitty neighborhood and it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's like sketchy, be careful, okay? Wholesaling is not worth getting stabbed over, okay? It's not. So don't go there, or be careful when you do go there. And that's why I say in your area, you know what area. I know not to go on the south side of Stockton at night or after 5 o'clock.
That's why I go there, because you won't, and I get the
Hell,
deals, and you don't.
Hell, no, I won't. So anyway, so I do everything virtually anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys want to get to the point where you guys are doing stuff virtually. Now, the second way of doing it is, I'm sorry, door knocking. If they're not there, you can leave a note. Okay, just write a little note and say, hey, I was looking to see if you're looking at taking a cash offer on your property, and go from there. Okay, driving for dollars is the next way you can do it. You can do it in your area, or you can do it virtually. Okay, but driving for dollars is the way that most people get their first deals. The way that I got my first deal, the way that Shane still gets his deals, and he's gotten his first deal. And you know, it works. And basically, you're just driving around looking for ran down, beat up properties. Okay, and when you take those properties, you write them down. Okay, write all of them down. You take your notepad, you sit it next to your computer, you go on the computer and you skip trace it. Skip tracing means you're finding the owner's phone number of the property, okay? Now, when you skip trace, you're not gonna get 90%. You're not even gonna, I mean, you'll get a good percentage of the numbers, but a lot of times you're not gonna get the accurate numbers, okay? If you go to truepeoplesearch.com, it's free. The accuracy is a lot less. Same with or white pages. If you go there, what's Emmanuel doing? He's taking notes.
Skip tracing.
Oh, those are all the addresses. See, so Manuel right now, how do I click on that? Manuel, hold it up. Hold on. Spotlight for everyone. There you go. So that's what he's doing right now. So he's writing down skip trace numbers. All right, take it off there. Take it off. Take it off. Not enough for nobody to screenshot. So basically, hang on, sorry. So, okay.
Too late. I already got all those numbers, and I got 2 leads out of that shit. I'm closing in a week.
That's cool, man. I'm still trying to figure out who owns it.
Look, hey, that's what's up though. But so the point is, he's out there driving for dollars right now, right? And this is what I want you guys to see, man. Somebody's taking action, doing this, changing their life, and that's the point of doing this stuff, you guys. It's not easy, but it's a simple process to do. You just got to take action, man. And he's gonna have deals closed in no time. I promise you that. He just got to be consistent with it. Good shit, Manuel. That's what's up, man. So you guys, driving for dollars is that just as we said, okay? Writing down the numbers, skip tracing them, calling them, reading off your script, seeing if there's any reason that they'd be considering a cash offer, okay? Or for any reason, are you looking to part ways with that property? Okay, that's it. Now, the next way, and you can do it virtually too. You can use Google Maps. Is it Google Maps? And yeah, Google Maps, and you can look for properties in another state if you need to, and just make sure that in the bottom right corner, the date on there is accurate. It's not like, you know, a year back or whatever, because chances are that property's been flipped. Okay. So other than that, the other thing is social media. Okay. Everybody asks me, where do you get your leads? Where do you get your leads? Social media, bro. Networking. Okay. A lot of my leads come from being out there in the world, okay? And the reason I say that is because when people see you out there helping people, they want you to help them too. And maybe somebody's aunt has a property that, hey, my aunt's trying to sell her house, or hey, my cousin needs to sell his house, or hey, I got a house. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be out there. Also, Facebook, garage sale, yard sale groups, stuff like that. People have houses. Make a post. Hey, does anybody need to sell their house? Does anybody have a fixer upper they need to sell? Shit like that, okay? I don't get into detail and in depth on that because there is a strategy to it, right? And it's what Paul taught, the $0 marketing method, but it's in depth, man. And it's not that I'm trying to withhold information. It's just, if I started giving a little bit of the information, then it's going to carry on, because you got to make adjustments. You got to know what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and all that shit. If you want information, you want guidance, let me know, man. Go to the link in our bio. So, because that takes time, okay? And time is not money, okay? For anybody that says time is money, it's bullshit. Because if I said if I told you I'm gonna give you $1 million, you'd be excited until I told you tomorrow you can't wake up. And you'd be like, fuck that $1 million. Because time is not money. Your time is way more valuable than your money. Okay? So when I talk about my time, I don't even like putting a dollar point, I don't like putting a price point on my time. You know what I'm saying? Because in an hour of talking to somebody, I could have wholesaled a deal and made $10,000, $20,000. So when people get pissed off because I'm like, dude, it's like $100 to talk to me for an hour. Well, that's a lot of money, man. You think, shit, you're lucky I'm doing that. There's people out there like Robert Kiyosaki charges $10,000 for an hour of his time. Ain't that some shit? Gary V, $5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand. Eric Thomas, for an hour seminar, that dude charges like $250,000 for an hour. Okay, so when you guys start, and the reason being is because we're so accustomed to other people and society putting a dollar amount on our hour. How much you get paid an hour? How many times have you heard that? I get $20 an hour. I get $10 an hour, $15 an hour ain't enough. Stop working a job then. Go out there and determine how much your hours are worth. Sarah closed the deal. Guess what? Sarah closed the deal and it took her about 20 hours total. She made $5 grand. She was making about $333 an hour. So when I tell you that your time is very important and you basically you can't put a time stamp on it, but if you do, make sure it's, you know, it's up there. That's why. Because if I close the deal and I made 10 grand on it and it only took me, I mean, some of my deals I've closed in 45 minutes via text. Not seeing the property, not meeting the owner, not going out there, not doing anything. Do you know how much money that is? That's fucking 5 or 10 grand an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to understand that. Like, you can't just put your time out there for cheap, like just throwing it out there, like whatever. Okay, that's not that. So anyway, back to the discussion. Okay, so social media marketing is a really great strategy, but you got to understand that there is a process to it. Okay, and you can go around there and poke around and, you know, figure some shit out, or you can, you know, jump on our website and check out some opportunities so we can help you guys through that stuff. The last way is through realtors. I don't recommend it like thoroughly, but alignment before assignment is like my number one quote. Make sure you know who you're working with before you start working with them, okay? Alignment before assignment, meaning know who the hell they are. Yeah, Gavin, write that down. Alignment before assignment. He's writing that down. Hell yeah. You got it, Gavin? Good. All right. So alignment before assignment is everything. You guys don't start working with people if you don't know how they are, if they're sketchy, if they don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I tell you guys, if you guys are on this live and you guys jump in the link in our bio and you start buying shit, don't do that. Don't go and purchase some shit from us, okay? Because you don't even know who I am if it's your first time. You don't even know who I am. You don't even know anything about me, man. Jump on a Zoom, jump on 2 Zooms, and then see if it's something that interests you. And then book a call to ask us about it, okay? And then we can talk to you, and then we can explain and see if it's the right fit for you, bro. Don't just start throwing money at shit. You know how many times I've done that and wasted thousands of dollars because I was just eager to, you know, jump in? Like, get some guidance, bro. Get an understanding of the people that you're working with, okay? So now working with realtors is a very fine line, okay? They can be very beneficial and they can screw you over. I'll just leave it at that. They got access to the MLS, they got access to running comps, but it's slim pickings out there right now. So if they see a deal on their hands, they may take it from you. That's just the way that it is. Alignment before assignment, okay? So the title company is the next thing. Well, your title company is very important, okay? Another alignment before assignment deal, okay? Because you want to make sure that they double close or they are wholesale friendly. So you can Google and you can go and ask that type. Google local title companies. Call them, ask them if they work with wholesalers, if they double close. If they ask to talk to an escrow officer, so that way you can make sure the person you're talking to knows some shit, and then go from there. Okay. Also, you can use Blueprint Title. They work in 23 different states. Check them out, see if it works for you. It's mostly in the southern states and east, but just check it out. Go to blueprinttitle.com, scroll down, you can see what states they work in. They're highlighted in blue. Okay. And you can also go on Facebook groups and ask people, do they have a title company they recommend in the area? Okay. Go to a Facebook wholesaling group. Okay. So that's title companies. Now, the last thing, and the reason it's last is because it's the last thing you should be worrying about, cash buyers, end buyers, okay? Cash buyers and end buyers are not your top of the list of priorities. A lot of people say find buyers first, and then that's called reverse wholesaling, okay? So essentially what you're doing is you're being a half-assed realtor is what it is, okay? Because you're finding people that are saying, I need this type of house. Okay, let me run out there and try to find that house to wholesale to you. No, why would you do that? You know how much time that takes? Now, if you come across a property and you already have buyers in hand and you're like, oh, I know this, I know that Mike will take this. I know that, Eric likes this, or I know that Sarah likes that property. She'll take it. I just got to get it to her. Now, when you have buyers lined up, then already you know that these properties can go to these people. The reason I say to find a deal first is because it's a lot harder to find a deal than it is to find buyers. You will find buyers as you're evaluating properties or as you're cold calling or as you're, out there networking. You'll find buyers. Okay. And if you want, go to an investor group on social media and just make a post and ask where the end buyers at. Be careful because you're going to have a shit ton of what we call daisy chainers. Okay. Those are wholesalers that are just looking to undercut your deal, or say that they're end buyers when they're really not, and they're just trying to get an easy way to find a deal so that way they can, they can make some money on it from a buyer. And it's bullshit because you put in the time and effort and they take a percentage of your deal. Okay. I don't want a percentage of your deal. Okay. Well, that's it on cash buyers. Okay. I don't want a percentage of your deal. I don't JV unless you're in Texas. We can check it out. We can look and see what's up. But the thing is, I don't want any of your guys' deals. Okay. So a lot of people will be like, hey, if you help me close a deal, I'll give you 50%, or I'll give you my first 3 deals if you help me close. I'm like, bro, I don't need your deals. I don't want your deals. I want you to learn. I want you to understand and get 100% of your deals. Why would you want to give them away? Okay. Realtors have I don't know if they have pre-auction properties, but they do have they have expired listings. So that's a good thing with realtors too. So an expired listing means that it's a house that I'll give you 50-50, but only because you're showing me and helping us. If you want to send me half of your deal, I'm never going to turn it away, bro. Fucking feel free. I'll send you my PayPal. Somebody just wants to send me money, I'm all for it. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want your guys' deals, bro. I want you guys to get 100% of your deal. I want you to learn how to do this shit. And if anything, I want the credibility, okay? I want you out there saying, bro, this dude Tim is out there helping people. He's out there, him and his wife are out there crushing it. This dude, he works with this dude named Shane. He's on TikTok too, and they're out there helping people, bro, every single day. And I closed X amount of deals because they helped me. Oh, how much does it cost? I didn't pay shit, bro. He didn't ask me for nothing. I just go to his Zooms every day. And there's people that are doing that. And do I care? No. I don't want to give a shit. You want to jump on the Zoom every day and then close the deal on your own? Sweet, more power to you. Okay. But there are people out there that need guidance. People out there that want to move further, faster. Okay. People are out there that have the finances to invest in themselves. And that's where our one-on-one shit comes in. Okay. So go to the link in the bio and jump on there if this is something that interests you. Paul McComas will be proud of you. I appreciate it, man. Rest in peace to Paul McComas, man. But that's it, dude. Some people want it. Some people know. Everybody needs a mentor, bro. Even if I'm your silent mentor, okay? And you guys are out there closing deals just based off the information you learn out of here, and you're taking action and learning as you go. Sweet. I got mentors. You know what I'm saying? My mentor has mentors. So don't think that you have to do this and you have to spend a boatload of money to do this shit, okay? But at the same time, like I said, if you're in a position where you're like, you know what, I want to jumpstart this shit and I want to go fast. I'm trying to go now. And I don't want to be on the fence about it. I'll put my back against the wall. I'm investing in myself and I'm going to do it. Then do it, okay? What's up, Shane?
You forgot the last step, bro.
What?
Get paid.
Shows you how much I give a shit about the money, huh?
Right.
Yes. So once you find a cash buyer, you get paid. Okay. So the thing is with getting paid, what happens is the end buyer will wire the funds over to the title company, right? And the title company disperses the funds. Okay. Now I don't go over taxes, okay, but it is earned income. So you guys will have to learn how to handle your taxes on that shit or get a CPA, okay, and understand what needs to be done in that situation. I don't recommend, never mind. I can't say it. Figure it out. Get a CPA and understand it, okay? Because you don't want somebody else taking your money before you get your money. You busted your ass for that money. You figured out how to do it. You touch it first. That's what I love about this. I get that money and then I determine how it goes out, okay? So talk to a CPA. They will help you. They'll help you understand money. Read a book from Robert Kiyosaki called Financial IQ, bro. Robert Kiyosaki is the shit. Okay, Robert Kiyosaki, Grant Cardone, Ed Milet, Brad Lee, Andy Frisella. You guys find somebody that's going to mentor you mentally. Okay, that's good, huh? Mentor you mentally. Okay, because your mindset is everything. And if you don't understand finances, then you're going to be like these bogus ass people out here that are saying, you guys need to buy a house. That's what you need to do. Buy a house. That's what's going to make you rich. That's what's going to, no, dude, it's not. Okay. If it doesn't bring you money, it's not an asset. It's a liability. Okay. If you guys want to know more about that stuff, Robert Kiyosaki, or ask. What's up, Shane?
Yeah, I wanted to tell everybody because I keep seeing the question pop up and pop up and pop up and pop up. Everyone's always asking about EMD. You are not paying the EMD. The EMD is coming from your end buyer. The EMD doesn't even get into the pocket of your seller until after escrow closes. And so don't worry about EMD. There's a place for it on the contract. Also, if the best part about the EMD is the end buyer pays it. When the end buyer pays that, if he or she decides to back out of the deal, guess what? You get to keep the EMD. So don't worry about the EMD. It's not that scary.
Raul's over here closing the deal. Look at him.
Right.
So as far as the EMD is your earnest money deposit, right? In order for you to identify if somebody's a tire or if somebody's a daisy chainer or if they're an actual end buyer, tell them I need this contract signed within 24 to 48 hours, and I'm gonna need a X amount of non-refundable earnest money deposit. If they can't agree to that, then chances are they're not an end buyer. They're not a legit end buyer. And there are some that'll be like, well, dude, I need a few days. And you're like, well, what's the reason? Like, oh, I'm using a hard money lender. Okay, well, I still need an earnest money. I need something. Because and if not, I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm gonna keep finding other people to look at this property. And if they're like, okay, that's fine, then they're probably not serious. Because I've never put an earnest money deposit down. The only thing I would put down to to a buyer or a seller, right? To a seller. We will put an earnest money deposit down like $10 or $110 to the title company. You get that back whether you close or not. So if I close on a deal and I make $5,000, it's $5,110 back. Okay. So because I get that money back because the end buyer is paying for that. Now, if you don't have $110, like Shane is saying, you can tell that title company not to open escrow yet until you find an end buyer for it. And then their earnest money deposit will be your earnest money deposit. Okay. It will go towards that. So this is why I don't get into all that shit. It gets complicated and it brings up more questions. If you got more questions, jump in our 101. Sarah, what's up? Last note, what's good?
So I was just going to say all those people you named off, like Andy, Ed Milet, Brent Daniels, I think that's his name. Yep. All those people have podcasts and they helped me so much within my first deal in here recently to keep me going. I've just hit a funk clearly. It's all good though. But though, and it's crazy because some of the stuff Tim says, you'll be like, holy shit, Tim said that. Oh my gosh, like you'll start making connections and it really kind of takes you back for a moment. But those people that he names off, they're the real deal. I promise you, you get a lot of knowledge just from listening to them.
Facts. And I love that you said that because where do you think I learned it from?
I know, trust me.
No, not you. I'm just saying, like in general, like Where do you guys think I got this shit from? Do you think I just thought of it myself? No. I've learned it over the years, bro. I've paid to learn this shit. I've listened to learn this shit. I've spent hours. I can't tell you how many times that woman right there was like, are you done yet? Are you done? And I'm like, I'll never be done. Ever. And then eventually I got to the point where I was like, okay, well, I'm done a little bit because, now I have a little bit of freedom. So,
All right, so repeating the list of who you need to listen to. You need to listen to Tim Hernandez. You need to listen to Gracia, and you need to listen to Shane.
You need to listen to Gracia, Shane, Ed Milet, Andy Frisella, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee is great, man. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that you can listen to just to get positive influence. What I would advise you guys to do, here's my last stop. It's 1 o'clock, we gotta go. My last stop, go through your followings. Who do you follow on TikTok? Go through there and take the bullshit people out. Nobody cares how to make recipes. Not to knock you, okay? Nobody cares about how to make recipes for pies and cakes and shit like that, unless that's your thing. But what I'm saying is go through there and start taking out the bullshit. Nobody cares about these little dancers and these people that do the little, whatever. Your For You page or who you're following should be motivational, inspirational, educational, and whatever Chanel, okay? That's what it should be. Because if you want to stay motivated and you want to stay, driven, you got to get around people who motivate and drive you. Okay? It's that simple, dude. You can't be going around negative, pessimistic people. Cut them bullshit people out of your life. I tell people all the time, I love my dad to life. I promise you I do. Pop, I love you. He's out in California. But I swear I can only talk to that dude like once every 2 weeks because he's negative. And it pulls me down. And I'm like, Pop, stop. So, all right, you guys. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Jump on here. Other than that, take action and let's get it, man.